find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Roethlisberger keeps it. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. On those sneaks, Charles, so many arms, bodies in there. Tough to protect it. You see it there.
And you and I both know that behind closed doors, coaches just call that careless. You know you're going into a mass of bodies, and they're going to be reaching for the football, and you're taught just to get low, protect the ball, and just drive forward and get what little yardage you need. In this case, let the ball get away from his body. It got knocked free.
On the counter, it's Crowell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go!
Second down, Kaiser. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go, D. Tighten up. Here we go!
3rd and long for Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
With it is Brown. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now it's Roethlisberger. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
These two.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 53 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Sammy Coates now to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk. This is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. An open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They go play action here on 1st down. Going long for Coates. A swing pass caught. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And now a first down following that long gain.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Cut his right. Cut his right. Come on, let's go.
So they'll let the fullback try and take him home. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Kaiser now on 2nd down. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Grind 38. Grind 38.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you knock out too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
Saw that field goal try a moment ago. I'll never understand, but as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. Now Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jamie Collins coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Ringo. Middle. Here we go. 230. Switch. Check three. These two. You go tight. You got tight right there.
And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Set. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. These two. Double up. He's coming, double up.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And the Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17.
White 80. Beat these two. Let's go, T. Hey, alert. Offense. It's going to be a low day. Check 24.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. To throw is Kaiser. A screen complete to Crowell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Kaiser going underneath for Crowell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Kaiser. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Middle, set, 180. Five down, stand up in. Set,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Go, Bob, go, left. Start! Switch. Hey! Check.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
They're coming. Here they come. Hot.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Check 25. Blue 30. 53. Mike. Middle. Watch the screen. Go. No.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
He's focus. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Let him know.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again. Danny Shelton. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line.
Jack 16. Check it out, middle. Hey, alert 3.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth.
Let's go. White, 90.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Tight end's right. Watch tight end. Here we go.
Kaiser gets it to Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's go. Ohio. Come on, let's go. What?
On 3rd down, Crowell. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
They'll run with Days. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Come on, let's go. White, 90. White, let's round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. White, 90. White, 90. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Let's go, D. Let's go. Ohio. Shit. Ohio. Shit.
4th down, Kaiser, desperation time. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And that is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Check. Fresno. Watch the twist.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Go ahead. 180. Here we go. Watch 7. Watch 7.
Now Bell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Tight end left. You're
Again, it's Bell. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And Boswell's kick is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Let's go. What? Ohio.
Kaiser. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Javon Hargrave in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Flex round. Here we go.
Here's Kaiser. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sean Davis with a pick, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Come on, let's go.
Back to it after the pick 6. Kaiser. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Second down now after the incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. One final shot for Kaiser. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sean Davis with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Man, too broke to pay attention. Man.